Among artists, there are those who are unimaginable at an older age, with characteristic signs of aging, such as a sagging beer belly or sagging hair. One such artist was Freddie Mercury, whose unique voice has remained in the history of music. Although he has been gone for many years, his musical star continues to shine. And sometimes one wonders if medical technology had been as advanced in his time as it is now. Would it have been possible for his life to continue? Freddie Mercury was a true rock and roller, leading a life of partying, passion, and excess. He lived life to the fullest and rocked out in a way that made the rock heroes of the 60s seem modest in comparison. He was and remained a star until he learned of his incurable disease, which was called the plague of the 20th century. At the time, with limited medical options, such a diagnosis was a verdict. Even Freddie, despite his financial means, could do nothing about it. However, he accepted this terrible news with courage, did not break down, and did not withdraw into himself. In the 5 years allotted to him, he managed to do much more than many other artists in a lifetime. He worked like a man possessed, recording 2 solo albums and 2 albums with Queen, the last of which was released just before his passing. Even with his limited health, he continued to star in music videos and tried to lead an active life as much as his strength allowed. It is worth noting that only his closest friends and band members knew the cost of his courage and perseverance. The disease gradually left its traces. Freddie began to lose weight, had to use tons of makeup, and rarely appeared in public. During the recording of the show Must Go On, Freddie was so weak that his colleagues doubted whether he could stand. But he drank a glass of water and recorded his parts from the first take, putting into his voice all the pain and despair he was feeling at that moment. The song became one of Queen's best compositions. Never before had Freddie Mercury's vocals sounded so piercing. On the eve of his passing, the artist prepared an official statement for journalists, in which he informed about his illness and the fact that he did not have long to live. Just the next day he was gone. Freddie Mercury remained strong and full of desire to live until the very end. In conclusion, it is worth saying that thanks to the development of medicine, many people with a diagnosis like Freddie's today lead a full life. However, the therapy that would have helped him only became available after his passing. Had it existed in his time, it is possible that Freddie Mercury would have continued to delight us with his creativity and would have remained in our hearts as an eternally young and great artist.